لنا الناس الآن بتفاوض في نيروبي ونحن كلنا في سنتين الجاية بكون نحن كمان كل ملف السلام الموجود في دولة جنوب السودان.
The entire leadership of security mechanisms ranging from JDB, JTSC, JMCC are directed to come up with clear timetable matrix and work plan.
Playing a significant role in supplying the country with the basic commodities and other essential goods. Lack of proper maintenance led to the damage of many sections along Juba-Nimule Road. The Ministry of Roads and Bridges contracted Rhino Star and Yellow Risk companies to fix the bus sections so that people can travel smoothly and reduce the travel hours, according to the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Roads and Bridges, Philip Tonjoruel.
As we are standing here now, the ministry has engaged two companies. Rhino Stars is taking one section from Aru Junction to Juba Town, and Yellow is taking from Aru Junction to Nimule, border point. This section is being repaired at Jebelen, and is one of the worst sections which has a long slope. The intervention being adopted here, is a slab of reinforced concrete to control the speed at which the water can wash away the roads.
The project manager of Yellow Risk Construction Company, Philip Randall, expressed the readiness of his company to fix the sections assigned to his company within the agreed frame time.
This is the section we've been working on since last Saturday. As everybody can see in the public eyes, that we are basically working as hard as we can to get as much done as soon as we can. I'd like to say thank you again to the Ministry for giving us the support with their engineers, and my team for giving their support to South Sudan and trying to keep this main artery open. Basically, I would say that what we are trying to do for the Ministry and the country is basically develop it so that we can keep us going and developing even more.
Meanwhile, the managing director of Rhino Star Construction Company, Peter Atemngor, said ending the suffering travelers are facing along Juba-Nimule Highway is going to be their motivation to fix the bad spots as fast as possible.
Now, we are going to do it. Not giving up from here, Aru, out to Juba, and our colleague Adu, the other one, that are doing the paperwork. It's a joint team. We don't do that one, we must support the government of South Sudan. Because this government, it belongs to us in our lifetime. Let us work to leave something behind.
The 192-kilometer Juba-Nimule Road is a major primary asphalt road connecting the capital Juba to the neighboring countries of Uganda and Kenya. The road construction was funded by the U.S. government through USAID in 2011. Since then, it's not been properly maintained. Taban Juma, SSBC.
Turning to a disturbing development, a brutal road ambush has occurred involving a Babito passenger bus traveling from Juba to Kampala on Tuesday morning. The attack resulted in the death of a Ugandan national and injuries to 8 others, including Sudanese nationals. Additionally, 7 passengers remain missing. The attack, carried out by the notorious rebel group National Salvation Front, NAS, took place at the Lukarakak in Jebelen. SSPDF spokesperson Major General Lulrai Kong stated that the situation has since been contained, with government forces pursuing the attackers towards the Lobonok Highlands, where NAS rebels are suspected of establishing military positions, reassuring the public that the army is committed to dismantling rebel networks to ensure the safe use of the crucial Juba-Nimule Road.
In the morning, there was a major incident along Juba-Nimule Road. That was a deliberate ambush on a bus, Sabita bus service. It was ambushed, and as a result, based on the information we received from our security forces on the ground, is that 1 person was killed. A total of 8 people were injured, including 7 civilians and 1 personnel from National Security Service, that's Internal Security Bureau. We have conflicting reports on the number of people that have gone missing. From our source, there's a confirmatory source, is that 7 passengers are missing. We have a secondary source which is indicating that up to 14 are missing. And as all of you have seen on social media, the bus was set ablaze. After we rushed onto the scene, we were able to follow the attackers. They were being pursued and they were heading towards Lobano, Payam of Juba County, and they're heading towards an island where we strongly believe that they have a base there. So this is exactly what had happened in the morning. NAS was entirely responsible for that attack on the bus. And what boggles our mind is that if NAS has an agenda of targeting government relations, why NAS fighters, why they are attacking a soft target, which is a bus transporting different people from different.
Zimbabwe has expressed interest to support the development of South Sudan's livestock and fisheries sector. The Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Onyoti Adigo Nyikwech, met with the Zimbabwean ambassador, Kosam Mapenzi, in Juba, where they discussed commercializing the livestock. In a related development, Minister Onyoti and AU Ambassador Joram Biswaro met over the challenges facing livestock sector. Isaac Ludoru has the details.
The Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Onyoti Adigo Nyikwech, says the ambassador of Zimbabwe to South Sudan has signaled Zimbabwean interest in supporting livestock and fisheries development in South Sudan. According to Onyoti, commercializing livestock requires investors.
As it is our policy that we need to commercialize livestock and fisheries so that we are able to be self-sufficient in beef and also self-sufficient in eating the fish and can be able to export outside. That there is a need really to advise investors to come to the Republic of South Sudan to invest in fish, in dairy, all their experience, because they are more experienced than us.
Ambassador Kosam Mupenjeni says his country has developed strong livestock and fisheries sectors, asserting Zimbabwean experience will significantly benefit the people of South Sudan.
Zimbabwe is very strong in agriculture. We are an agricultural country. We are very strong in livestock. We are very strong in fisheries. While we don't have an ocean, but we develop our fisheries in our dams and in our rivers. So it's something that we can share with our brothers and sisters in South Sudan.
In a separate news development, the representative of the chairperson of the Africa Union Commission, Ambassador Joram Biswaro, and the Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Onyoti Adigo, brainstorm on challenges to the livestock sector and related areas.
The Minister of Livestock and Fisheries is part of the Ministry of Food Security and Nutrition. I think it is very important that he put it that there is a need to build it properly so that we can get a lot of nutrition from this ministry.
Ambassador Biswaro promised to submit the challenges to the African Union Head Office for intervention.
I took everything on board that was put to us. I look forward to working together with the ministry, the Honorable Minister and his team, so that those requests can have the necessary attention at the level of the African Union headquarters.
South Sudan is richly endowed with the abundant livestock and fishery resources that remain to be fully exploited for national benefit. Isaac Ludori Emmanuel, SSBC News.
Let's have a quick break. More stories are coming back. We are back in a brief moment.
parties.
Welcome back from that short break, and thank you for joining us. And if you have just joined us, you are watching SSBC News at 1 with me, Duku Wilson. Moving on, Interior Deputy Minister Mangar Bong Alwang has directed the police to protect civilians and their property. Addressing the graduation ceremony of more than 400 police, Mangar called for more efforts to deliver the needed services, including strengthening security for the safety of civilians. The Inspector General of Police, General Atem Marol Biar, directed the General Administration to deploy law enforcement agencies across the country to promote law and order.
Alaka betamoten Madola wal police. I can police sokol betaw. De sokol betaw kuli saha. Lema sokol betaw jesh, sokol jesh mungkin yakuni do ma'muriya fil hudud ومأمورية معين. لكن الحوادث بتاع دولة كله في يد بتاع بوليس، في بيوت، في شوارع، في جمع المدارس، في مسجدات، في كل الأركان بتاع كل شغل في الأسواق، محل بتاع مواصلات. ده شغل بتاع بوليس. معنى بوليس مهم. القانون إذا ما بقول حاجة إذا ما بعرفه. القانون إذا ما بوزوز تدعكوك. القانون إذا بعرفه شغلك. فالمقصود بو عشان نقعد في وزارة داخلية. ده وزارة بتاع قانون. وأنا دايما أقول أنا بتعاون معكم عشان نودي دولة قدام.
Concerning Ajata Shawal, I want to promise Ajata Shawal beji bera. Alaja ana dayar mulaku try to make use of this force. My colleague said that. Min bukura itu mamun tanzim. Should even the station they have to be engaged. Nana mushkila tana anana bidarab nas ma wana do shagol. So jamaa then let them to be given a work. Alam kana gulakum itum nazidara, you need to be very busy with these people. Don't leave them like this. Ishakalupi station, the Central Victoria, Yaimal, they have to be engaged. Even though Kameno, also mind the shagol, Kale Yamshile Waidada Tanin, you engage them.
As South Sudan is highly vulnerable to the effects of climate change, government and the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification discuss measures to reduce effects of climate change, such as planting trees to prevent deforestation and land degradation. Atong Mary files this report.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, in collaboration with the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, UNCCD, a workshop on land degradation and neutrality in Juba on Tuesday. The workshop discussed issue of climate changes affecting Jonglei, Lake State, Central Equatoria, Unity State, and Western Equatoria State. In his closing remarks, the Undersecretary for Forestry in the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, Jaden Tongon Emilo, urged the public to plant more trees to prevent deforestation and create awareness.
Because you make a report, you've got to get some peers to see, people that to see it, so that they also improve on what you're saying. Because if you are reading the report yourself, and then you publish it, then you say, no, it may be the final one, but somebody, somewhere, if you were there, if you had a chance like this, would be able to improve that.
On his part, The Director General for Agricultural Productions and Extension Services, Dr. George Liju, encouraged participants to share skills and knowledge acquired with others, calling on the society to take full responsibility of developing the country.
But many of the contributions that we have in this country are man-made. Because if you look at the olden days, before the 60s and the 50s, where the regular efforts that began in the green belt in March.
And the Ministry of Land and Housing and Urban Development Coordinator, Xavier Ayu Silbatel, explained land importance and roles played to conserve land for the next generation.
No, it is our responsibility as we learn from our forefathers. We have to hand it to the next generation. I think this is a very important message to all of us, which will inspire us to take care of the value of land.
Meanwhile, the regional UNCCD consultant Tom Kimboy called on public to address issue of degradation by replanting trees.
We cannot avoid erasing our just effect because we work hard and we can decide about our growth and we can decide about humanity and we can decide about to build good towns and industrial parks and development. So I think we have to done for countries to develop.
Fighting desertification is a collective responsibility. Reporting for SSBC News, Mary Atong Mangwen.
Central Equatoria government, in a meeting chaired by Governor Agostino Jadala Wani, discussed safety of humanitarian workers. These came following reports on commandeering vehicles and abducting humanitarian workers in Kajokeji, Yei River and Morobo counties by unknown armed groups for ransom. In a media briefing, the State Minister of Local Government and Law Enforcement Agency, Leon Abe Brown, said the meeting directed security organs to crack down on criminals to pave way for free movements of humanitarian workers in the region.
Within this week, a lot of reports on adoptions, especially areas like Yei County, Kajukeji, as well as Lanya. We can see a lot of issues raising on adoptions of vehicles. NGO, for instance, 2 to 3 days back in Yei. In this, we have resulted to a resolution that our security organs, including the CID forces within this area, so these counties has to be alert to arrest on these activities. Who are this group coming with a new?
Governor Mahjoub Biel Turuk has warned traders in Jonglei State against selling harmful liquor. The governor issued a warning after inspecting Marol Market in Bor on Tuesday, directing law enforcement agencies to protect people of Jonglei State from harmful liquor, which he says causes damage to human health.
منشورات في كل المحطات في الودون مع اي ولايه، اي زول شايل مريسه ده معاه في بوت ينزلوه ويعرقوه في عربيه ما يدخل في ولايه هنا، واي تاجر كالف التعليمات ده هنا نطرده من الولاية لأنه هنا دايرين نهم يال يعني يال صغارين بيشربوا ده لأنه رخيص ومضر بصحتهم كل يال صغارين ده بيشربوا عشان كده ذات موضوع بتاع نقص.
City Council Department of Education has called on parents and guidance to send their children to school, adding that teachers have resumed teaching. Central Equatoria Education Minister Sirisio Zakaria and the authorities in the City Council's Education Department held a consultative meeting to address the challenges facing teachers. The Director General at the State Ministry of Education, Luate Williams, says the meeting resolved to resume teaching in schools under Juba City blocks.
دوركم لزملائكم المدرسين من شغلهم. احنا دايرين دوركم كموجهين ومشرفين، احنا دايرين دورنا. انت كمشرف موظف بتاعك ما شغال وانت ما جيت هنا ممكن. انت بتكون مشرف على منو ولا موجه على منو. وموجه ليه يكون قاعد في المكتب. لكن البيت بتاعك هنا مكتوب. نحن دايرين دوركم على اعتبار. ولا تقول هنا بنجد الثقة بتاعنا عليك.
The status of education in Central Victoria State has been progressing in terms of activities and in terms of our work with the national government in rolling out the plans that have been worked on. For example, Central Victoria State has participated in the World Literacy Day celebrations in Turkey. Central Victoria State
يعني هنا بنرسل رسالة لكل الأبهات والأمهات بثلاثة بلغات خليهم يرسلوا أبنائهم إلى مدارس بتاعتنا. فالمدارس استأنفت من يوم الاثنين اللي هو يوم 23 2024 وكل أبو ما يخلي جراه في البيت قال لي أرسل لنا وين مدارس.
SPLM-IO leaders concluded a 3-day training in Wau. The training under the theme Together for the Stability of the Party and Good Governance aimed at intensifying the party's activities to promote its vision and mission at all levels. Secretary Edmond John called on the participants to utilize the knowledge and skills acquired during the training for the success of the party.
الحاجة الثانية في الفترة ده اللي احنا عايزين نعمله ستوريج بجراس رود ده احنا سمينا احنا لنا ما بس هنقعد هنا احنا عايزين نمشي للشعب بتاعنا حتى لو ما بقى بتاعيو احنا بنمشي نتكلم معاهم لكن احنا لازم يكون عندنا وجود في الجراس رود. الوجود ده وين؟ ببدا في الكاونتيز وفي ايامات وفي بوماس فاحنا هنجي نركز شغل بتاعت الكاونتيز في الفترة الجاية ده وده بيطلب مننا كمان شغل كثير.
فلكل رفاق الحضور الورشة أقدر أقول لكم شكرا لحضور بتاعكم لكن الورشة ده ما تخلوا بس هنا وتمشوا من هنا تمشي البيت. قالوا القيادة بتبدأ من البيت والمدرسة والكنيسة أو الجامع فخلينا نرجع للبيوت ونبدا بالقياده. دي الحاجه اللي نطلب منكم. اذا في زول شاف حاجه وكان ما قاعد يعملوا لقاه هنا لمسوا كان يرجع البيت وصحي الحاجات دي. خلينا نكونوا قيادات صالحين لجنوب السودان وبصفه خاصه ولايه كربي بحر الغزال.
On behalf of the participants, I'm very glad. However much I didn't have time to maybe get the knowledge as fully as I should have got, just because of language challenge, but still I'm grateful. The little that I've picked, I believe, will change me into a better leader. And I'm requesting all the participants, if not what, let's change. Let's not drop all these 3 days into a pit. Let it be put into action from now.
And that story brings us to the end of this news bulletin at 1. From all of us here at SSBC, we thank you for watching and please have a good afternoon.
Apologizing to your soulmate doesn't necessarily mean that you have offended him or her. It is all about understanding yourself in your relationship and in your family. It is all about being polite and romantic to your wife, to your girlfriend, to your husband, or to your boyfriend. I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. Please, I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you sad. Ooh, silly me. It's all my fault. I am sorry. Please, I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. Please don't go away from me. I'm just a human like you. Don't turn your back to me. I can change. Please don't go away from me. I'm just a human like you. Don't turn your back to me. I can change. Baby, I am really sorry. Please find a space in your heart to forgive me, and it won't happen again. Okay? I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. Please, I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you sad. Oh, La Gina, Timakicha.
I'm sorry. Please don't go away from me. I'm just a human like you. Don't turn your back to me. I can change. Please don't go away from me. I'm just a human like you. Don't turn your back to me. I can change. Please don't go away from me. I'm just a human like you. Don't turn your back to me. I can change.
Hello my beautiful people and welcome to Google Play Spotlight, a spotlight that gives you all what it takes from celebrity discussion to much more of 100% entertainment in music world, series and movies. Today's episode is going to be fire because I do have a special guest in the studio who's going to share with us her experiment and what it is to be an investor into the entertainment world of today. As we get much more of Google Play Spotlight, stay tuned. Hello there, and now to a discussion that will bring in more excitement because I do have a guest. It's a she. I know for long we have never had a she in the studio. So it's a she this time. She played a virtual role in the entertainment industry that came in creating of an event and also her participation using her voice into empowering people through poem and doing much more. I do have Irada Tuna, and it's a pleasure for me to host you right here on Google Play Spotlight here on SSBC. Irada, I would like you to just give a spotlight on who you are and what exactly do you do.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Irada Tuna and I do poetry, I write songs, and I am an upcoming artist, almost closing a year in music. So I rap, I sing Afro, R&B, and much more. So that's me.
Exciting. This is so cute at the same time. Irada, I really appreciate you. The first time I knew you was when you used to participate at Kilkilana and do a lot of activities. And that itself really gave me the zeal of knowing much more about whatsoever you're doing, of which is really great. You know what really excites me is that a young woman like you, every time meeting you, there's something